That was some flashback on the field on Wednesday. You look out and see number 20 went out there, and you kind of look out down the field and say, that kind of looks like Landon Collins. Well, it was Landon Collins, right? The Giants drafted him in the second round out of Alabama in 2015, made 3 Pro Bowls. 2016 was a legitimate defensive player of the year candidate. Things kind of soured. 2018, he was hurt. The Giants did not want to re-sign him. The Giants general manager at the time was Dave Gettleman. And quite frankly, Landon Collins wanted to be paid like the highest safety in the league. The Giants were not going to do that. Dave Gettleman was not going to do that. There was a little bit of bad blood between, maybe more than a little bit of bad blood between player and general manager. Landon Collins goes on the free agent market and gets signed by the rival Washington franchise, 6 years, $84 million. Yes, indeed, he became the highest paid safety in football. And really, Washington did not get a great return out of that investment. In 2020, Landon Collins tore his Achilles, missed most of that season. 2021, he ended that year on injured reserve. So Washington didn't win a lot. So it was not a great signing by Washington, but he is back with the Giants. Last week, they signed him to the practice squad after a workout. The Giants wanted to get him in. So they said, come to London, even though you're a practice squad player, come to London, get acclimated to the way we do things. Landon Collins was in the locker room on Wednesday. It's interesting, I was used to Landon Collins in a certain place in the locker room. He had a very prime spot in the locker room when he was a starting safety for them. Now you come now on Wednesday and you're looking for Landon Collins. Where is his locker? It's kind of tucked on the side behind a bank of lockers, so you really can't see it. That's a practice squad locker right now. I asked Landon, is this humbling? He said, yes, it is humbling, but he's only 28 years old. That's the amazing thing. He's not an old guy. He said he feels fresh. He feels like a young 28 years old. He said when he saw the Giants play in London, he said there was a wholeness about them. There was that they played together. Now, another thing I saw in practice was in individual drills, he's working with the inside linebackers. This guy was a safety with the Giants. He's working with the inside linebackers in Wink Martindale's system. That's the kind of guy that he wants. That's what they're going to bring him in for, kind of like a hybrid role, safety linebacker in the dime package, which is when they use 6 defensive backs on the field. So Landon Collins realized he's got a lot of work to do. He said the sky's the limit with this team. He signed with this team, and all of a sudden they're a 4-1 team that has visions of maybe going further. So it's a really good story. He was down on Dave Gettleman, certainly. He was never down on the Giants. He actually said he'd like to retire with the Giants. First things first, he's got to get off the practice squad. He's got to get on the active roster. He's got to get in these games. Very, very fascinating signing for the Giants. Can you go home again? Landon Collins hopes so. He was always a really good guy in the locker room. He embraced a lot of us when he saw us, the guys who covered him not that long ago. So it's something I think Giant fans are really going to be clued in for and keyed up to see, can this guy who was a great player in the past for them, can he contribute to a team that is really surprising the league? Stay tuned. It's going to be a really interesting thing with Landon Collins and the Giants.